Hey y'all, so this is going to be kind of an interesting video because it's new to me too, but I just went to CVS and I picked up an earwax removal kit because last night when I was going to bed I noticed that my right ear kind of hurt, and after some Googling and whatnot, I deduced that I have a buildup of earwax in my ear that is actually causing a bunch of pain in my ear. I can also hear just like a lot of random noise in my ear, which is awful. I had a really hard time sleeping last night and falling asleep last night, and I couldn't sleep with the side of my ear that is in pain up without it being like super painful. I woke up at 9 a.m. today and I tweeted, how do I get rid of excess earwax, painful excess earwax, and most of y'all suggested earwax removal kit. So I'm hoping that this works just because this feels awful. I feel terrible. It says it cleanses the ear with foaming action to provide a safe, non-irritating method of softening and removing earwax. And earwax will foam. And I think that's because there's hydrogen peroxide in this. So I'm gonna open up the kit. You get some eardrops, and you also get this little object. Directions for use in the ear only. Tilt head sideways, place 5 to 10 drops into ear. Tip of applicator should not enter ear canal. Keep drops in ear for several minutes by keeping head tilted or placing cotton in the ear. Use twice daily for up to 4 days if needed or as directed by a doctor. Any wax remaining after treatment may be removed by gently flushing the ear with warm water using a soft rubber bulb or ear syringe. So I think I'm gonna put the drops in directly without the syringe. I think the syringe is for later when you want to rinse it with water. So I'm gonna do that. I've had a lot of problems with my ear. When I was 12 years old, I failed a hearing test at my school, and I went to a doctor and I was diagnosed after like a series of getting a CAT scan and whatnot. I was diagnosed with a cholesteatoma, which is basically a cyst that grows in your ear and destroys all of the bones in your ear, and it, you know, if left untreated, it's really dangerous. It could just keep growing into your brain, which is a terrifying, horrible thing to imagine. And so I had surgery on it, and it had destroyed a lot of bones in my ear. So actually the bones in my ear right now, in my right ear, are made out of the cartilage that's right here. If you were to like look at me closely and examine me, you would notice that I have more cartilage here than here because this was cut out. And then the cholesteatoma actually reoccurred the next year after like some follow-up stuff. We noticed that it came back, so I actually had to get it removed twice. And since then, I have had a lot of hearing loss, which I don't think is necessarily normal for post-cholesteatoma, but it hasn't come back. And I also think that a lot of my hearing loss has to do with the fact that I have an excess amount of earwax in my ear, and this probably won't tackle the amount of earwax that I actually have that needs to be removed, but I think it'll do the job in order to at least make it significantly less painful for me. I'm gonna tilt my head and I'm gonna place the eardrops in 3, 4, 5. And so I'm just gonna hold my head down. So I was hoping that I would feel more fizzing, but I don't actually feel any fizzing yet. Just slightly disappointing because that seemed like the fun part. I'm actually going to put a few more drops in my ear. See if that helps a little bit. I'm not really feeling any relief yet. And the liquid is very, like, lubey. It feels like lube. It's very slimy. I think there's probably mineral oil in this as well. So I'm in the bathroom and some of it already came sort of oozing out of my ear. So I'm gonna try and kind of clean this up. With this little contraption. Okay, so I have some water in the syringe and I'm gonna kind of shoot it into my ear. I'm hoping that did something, but it doesn't really feel that much better. I'm gonna turn that off. Actually, it doesn't feel really any better than when I started, but I'm just shooting water everywhere. Alright, so I put the drops in my ear and then I squirted everything out with the syringe. I don't feel great, but I do think that the drops are going to take a little while to work. So I'm hoping that I feel a bit better in a little bit. I also think that the amount of wax in my ear and the amount of maintenance that I needed to do is very great, and so I'm not sure how much this is actually going to work, but I hope it does work. So I'll keep you posted and I'll update you in a few hours and let you know how this earwax situation is going, and let you know if I try it again, because it says I can use it up to 2 times. So I'll talk to you soon. Hey y'all, so I'm back. It is now 6:44 p.m. and I probably put the eardrops in around about 1 p.m. I'm not feeling 100% yet. I think I'm gonna do the eardrops one more time. But I also spoke to an old roommate who was dealing with this issue over the summer, and he said it took him about a week to feel normal, which is super stressful, but it's okay. It's not unbearable. It's uncomfortable. So I'm gonna try these eardrops again. So this time I'm gonna lay down and I'm gonna put the drops in. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not gonna do more than 5 because it doesn't feel like it's really going down that much. It's been an interesting day because I've wanted so badly to take something to my ear and like shove it in there and start like trying to scrape wax out, but I know that's horrible for your ear, and I've sort of just become aware of the fact that Q-tips are not good for your ears either, which seems bizarre that there's something that's marketed, you know, for cleaning your ear, but then again, lots of things that are not good for you are marketed to you. So I guess I can't use Q-tips anymore, because apparently what happens is you, if you push, you kind of end up pushing all the wax back and making it worse. So you're kind of just like shoving everything down instead of pulling everything out. Like, ears are so precious. So I think I'm gonna take a shower and try and sort of get some of this wax out of my ear, or see what I can do with that little funnel thing. Hey, so I'm out of the shower and I definitely feel a little bit better. The initial pain that I was feeling and that discomfort seems to be subsiding, and I think it helped also to get some like warm water in my ear. I think that in terms of feeling improved hearing, I haven't felt anything yet. I think I'm gonna keep using this for the next few days and see if that helps at all, but it's definitely making a difference because I can feel it. It seems a bit more bearable, and I think it's just gonna be a process because I haven't had my ears professionally cleaned in about 5 years, and I used to do it almost every year. Most people don't need to have their ears professionally cleaned or really even bother with cleaning their ears because earwax does kind of regulate itself and it sort of falls out naturally, but some people are just more predisposed to a buildup of earwax. I don't know if it also has something to do with the fact that I did have a cholesteatoma and my ear has been affected in that way. I'm happy with the results. I think that it really helped me out this morning, and I really needed to do a lot of stuff today, and it helped sort of get me back on track instead of being so focused on my ear. Yeah, just let me know if you've ever experienced something like this before, if you have any tips on general wax maintenance, or if you have anything that sort of works better than that, or just anything you want to comment on, let me know. Cool, well, I'll see you soon. Bye.